If we ever needed you, we need you now. We need you.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm back with another video. I've been down for a little minute, studying, trying to listen and hear for the Lord. Dad has been talking to me about the reprobates in the world, in the psychology world. They call them narcissists. So, basically all my life I've been ensnared by narcissists. I didn't know it was a name for them. I just knew they all act the same. But it's hope for them too. So, we got to pray for these type of people. But yeah, God gave me 2 Timothy 3:1, which states, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come." He gave me 2 Timothy 3:2, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy." 2 Timothy 3:3, "Without natural affection." And what do you mean by natural affection? So you have to make sure you go read line upon line, precept upon precept. And if he gives you a word, look up the definition. Or within the scripture, it'll tell you what he meant. By natural, or he said, by without natural affection. He described it in the Bible, meaning men with men and women with women. That's an unnatural way. God didn't intend for that to happen. So yes, it says, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. So you have a lot of people come up against you. You can always be that one who stays out of, drama. Stay drama free. You like to laugh, have fun. You don't do evil to people. But there will be evil ones coming against you, lying to you, lying on you just to deface your character because it's a jealous, evil spirit at work within them. So yeah, he gave me 2 Timothy 3:4. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. 2 Timothy 3:5. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such, turn away. This is why in a previous video I stated, disconnecting from people. You can't be unequally yoked with unbelievers. I said that can be partnerships, job-wise, ministry-wise. If God don't tell you to connect to a certain person or a thing, how can I put this? When things start to unravel and it's not favorable unto you, it's your fault. Because you have scriptures right here telling you what not to do, who not to connect with. That's why you always fast and pray. But yeah, he said turn away from those people. Let me give you a scripture, excuse me. It'll fall right in line, just listen. 2 Timothy 3:6. "For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with divers lusts." Listen, I used to be one of them silly women. Listen to these sweet nothings, these narcissistic people. They're basically demons. They've been used by the enemy, or the God just gave them over to their evil ways. 2 Timothy 3:7, "Ever learning and never able to come into the knowledge of the truth." It gave me Romans 1:26. "For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into which is against nature." That's when I said man with man, men with women. That's an unnatural way. Romans 1:27. "And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one towards another." It's not daddy's way. That's why I said judgment is coming. God told me judgment is coming. Another judgment is coming. People think this Bible fake. Ain't nothing fake about this Bible. When God told you, when God said a thing, it shall be. And I continuously say we're living the same thing. Moses and all the rest of them. Solomon, everybody. Samson. they lived out, we reliving it. We're just a different generation, reliving the same thing. God is drawing out the weeds from the tares. He not pleased because of the witchcraft, the lies, the manipulation, the breaking of the covenants, the breaking of the commandments. How can I put this? Let me just finish these scriptures. Man with man working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves their recompense of their error which was met. Romans 1:28. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge. Don't nobody look for Christ. He gave you the Bible. He gave you the cheat sheet. This is what I tell people when I give them answers. Scriptures I put out on Facebook, or whether I put out scriptures on in the description box on these videos, it's for you to go and study. If I'm handing you over the cheat sheet. It's like when we was in school and testing. People always want let me cheat off your paper. So I used to write the answers down in the row and give it to them. I'm giving you the cheat sheet to your life and how to get to Christ. And I still have some dummies to be like, well, what's the answer to? I gave it to you. You still want to be lazy? A lot of people have truth sitting in front of them. And they still won't take heed to or grab it or go search these things out. But yeah. It says, and even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. Romans 1:29, being filled with unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, and whisperers. Romans 1:30, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents. Romans 1:31, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable and unmerciful. He keeps saying without natural affection. Romans 1:32, who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. I'll say, God, we got to get ourselves together. When I say the judgment, and I made a warning about the witches and the warlocks. Daddy is so pissed about that. That's why I said, if you don't stop doing what you're doing now with this black magic, white magic, anything that don't consist of God, he's getting ready to purge the earth again. Another plague is coming. But it says, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. And this is for the people that have pleasure in the people that do evil. Workers of iniquity. That's why he said, don't be unequally yoked. We are not the same. And it's not that, oh, I'm great. He said, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. We don't operate the same way. So therefore, we have nothing in common. And if he's sending us out there, the main goal is to bring them to Christ. That's the only thing we'll be talking about. But yeah, he gave me 2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. So they're being deceived by Satan, and they are deceiving. And I ain't gonna say us. Satan is deceiving them, and they deceiving others. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, he gave me Romans 1:24. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. He gave me Romans 1:25, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. And the people he gave me concerning this, because I was, this is a transparent moment. I was married to a narcissist. And I seen all the signs. I had already started learning about the word narcissism and what a narcissist is, because I had just dealt with it with a previous mistake with somebody else. But he gave me, I asked God, this is how I operate. Before I go on a fast, I ask God to reveal certain things about certain people. And I want to know the spirit that's in work and that's working within them. Or you can search the scriptures out, and you'll know what spirit is being operated through a person by their character, how they act. But I asked God specifically the demons, the entities that was connected to this person. Instead of me fighting with this mouth or with these hands, I had to ask God. I had to, like, I had forgot, like, you can't do that. It's something deeper. I had to fight in the spirit, and I wasn't fighting in the spirit. I was fighting with this mouth because I know this mouth will draw you to me, and this tongue can crush some hearts. That's not godly. So he gave me Jezebel concerning this person, Delilah, Nabel, and Saul. But he showed me Saul transforming into Paul. So I know I'm praying for salvation of this person. God has showed me this person being resurrected from the dead. Because right now he's walking dead. And he's going to save him. So I'm begging the Lord to save this person. If he doesn't show me, it's coming to pass. But yeah, this is what the world calls narcissists. I guess some clever psychologist or somebody was like, oh, reading through the Bible and seeing these things, like, oh, okay, we could put a name to that. But yeah, everybody again put on to this new word of these people that's in this world. Very evil. They're like these high-minded people. They try to put other people down. They try to make people seem as they're lower than them. Like they pump. I call them professional pump fakers. They act like they have more than what they really have and don't have it. It's like they project how they feel on. They want it to be on somebody else. So if they're feeling like nothing, they're gonna try to make you feel like nothing. They make it seem as though, how can I put this? It's basically a me show. So if you hear somebody talking about I, me, my, the signs of narcissism. If they talk about everybody in their mama, that's another sign. Or what's another, another major thing? They highlight everybody else's flaws and they decrease theirs. Or if you say something to them, they get pissed instantly from correction. Can nobody correct these type of people? What's another one? It's a lot of signs and clues like that something's not right with somebody. Don't shake it off like that. No, if that is showing you something, that's what it is in a person. What's another thing? If that person, let me just get to this. They don't want to talk about their accomplishments. If indeed they have accomplishments. And I say they're like personal pump fakers, acting like they somebody, but they're not. Acting like they have something and they don't have it. Or acting like they higher than people and they don't be. This is the type of stuff narcissists do. They, what's another thing? Oh, they want to know a lot about you in the beginning of a thing, like a friendship. These people, they study you. It's a spirit in them. Satan, sitting on the instrument. They study you. So they want to know everything about you. Be very careful with people that want to know a lot about you, but don't put out a lot about themselves. They set a trap for you. So later on, they want you to fall in that same trap. And everything you tell them, they're getting ready to throw it back up in your face. Been there. But I don't tell a lot about me because they don't think I be on to them. Oh, in the beginning, they put you on a pedestal. They love bomb you. This is what, psychology, where they call it love bombing. People that praise you. Oh, my God. Like, they super infatuated with you. Like, they want to. This is another sign of some crazy people. They want to know your whereabouts 24/7. Now, it's FaceTime now, but, on the phone, like back then, it used to be want to be on the phone 24/7. 7 or get pissed like, why you want to hang up the phone with me? But they try to make it seem like, oh, they love you. They're just that into you. They want you to have all their time. These people, they're really, it's crazy, like narcopaths. But what is something else they do? They'll eventually start competing with you. It's like some, see where I'm from? In the hood, we call them homo sapiens. I know you shouldn't be saying, but it's like homo thugs. That's not God's way. It's like, I'm gonna say it, it's like gay. For a man, or like to wanna compete with a woman, or somebody you're supposed to be in a relationship with, or even in a friendship. That means if you want to compete against me, it's something in me that you want. Eventually, you're going to want what I want. Or you want to be me. It's crazy. And eventually, they try to tear you down. They try to get, you know, strong. They aim for strong people. Whether it be a man or a woman. They aim for the strong ones so they could tear them down. It's like a competition to them. They want to devour the strongest ones in the bunch. But sometimes they pick weak people also. But they always have to make themselves feel better by stepping on or try to make other people feel bad. So wicked. It's wicked, but I think that's about it. But yeah, people that's been in this truth, that's been walking in the truth of Christ, and eventually they go back out. God says you can't, you know, he'd rather you be hot or cold. If there's no in between, you either in or you out. And if you go back, he gonna take his spirit from you. So then he'll give you over to the thing that in which you want. If you want to go out there and live in sin, that's why he called you a reprobate. And when the definition of reprobate, oh my God, the one I looked up, it was predestined for damnation. And that's like scary. So you looking forward to hell. That's the simplest way I could put it. But yeah. I think that's it. Stay on the right path. Don't give up. Don't give in. It's been seeming like lately it's been seeming so hard, like it's been seeming like real hard. And like, Lord, I've been sitting here waiting for the longest. Like, I haven't seen what you've promised. God don't never do nothing on our time. He do it on his timing. That's why he said you gotta diligently seek him. And you can't give up. That's why he said long suffering. Jesus was long suffering, therefore you have to meet that same requirement that God had him to meet. You must be long suffering in all things and forgive people. See, I was gonna come on here like my heart wasn't in the. I felt like my heart wasn't in the right way and like in the right place, so I had to pray to God before I did this video. He gave me this a week ago, and I still didn't record this video because I'm like, I don't want this to be like a bashing session. People see me as I preach the hard stuff, or I'm gonna teach the hard stuff. Whatever God give me, I'm gonna just put it out there. And whatever he's telling me is in the Bible, so you can go look for it for yourself. I'm not putting together nothing on my own. I don't operate on my own timing and on my own wheels. But yeah, don't draw back from God, because then he'll take his spirit with up out of you and give you on over to Satan if that's where you want to be. You want to operate like Satan. But yeah, I'll be back with another video. There's another one coming up. Judgment, about judging others. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Be blessed. I love you guys. Search for Christ. Draw closer and near to him. Pray for each other. Love on one another. And yeah, I'll be back with another video. Good night, you guys. Love you.